See if I could capture that for you guys. He touches her to continue the touch, and without an agenda, without an intention, she's touching his nose, his third. He says, "Not my lip." There you go. Great, Deanna.
Will pay off because you can't flip it over to yourself. Don't flip it over.
She's got it. She's got it. I thought the same thing, but I think she's got it. Easy, easy, easy. Soften. Not about the halt, about the horse. Atta girl. Don't think about getting it done because you're not. You just take your time. Keep your focus on your horse. Keep breathing. Keep smiling. Keep the same intention you have, and that's petting him, and that's what he likes. That's it. And now you just figured out it's not quite going to flick over for you. So you're going to think of another way to get it on. You've got all the time in the world. Buckeye came into our clinic as he was returned from an adoption. Thought that maybe he didn't want to have a home but indeed stay wild, so he was in our class for an assessment. Deanna was allocated Buckeye because she has some wild ones at home, and so he's the perfect fit for her, to teach her the feel and the timing and connection. He loves his head to be rubbed. So here you see her preparing him for picking up feet. She's clipped on the rope, so it's one of the rare times he's got the lead rope on. And this is the very first time she's going down his leg. And we are looking to see if he'll give to pressure, if he stands there, but also to help him get more and more comfy with it. This arm goes way back when to a great colleague and peer and friend of mine, Richard Shrake. He's known me since I was that bit younger. He invented this arm, and it's a great way for the wild ones to introduce them to touch and keep us safe, keep our heads safe too. He does a great side pass, so we're looking for any tries. It doesn't matter if it's a side pass at this time, as long as he's comfy, and we can always shape that behavior for him to be standing still in time. Deanna, can you bring him over here for a sec? And tell the folks at home how you feel about your allocated horse.
I think he's a very good boy. He's very willing. He's very kind. He really, really likes lots of attention on his face, and he's super curious about stuff. I think with time and patience, he's going to make somebody a fantastic horse, so I hope anybody that sees that, if you're looking for a good boy, this is the boy.
How's he helped you? How's he helped you to go home?
He's helped me to understand a lot of taking time with him and rewarding him for his efforts in small increments. Learning to watch his eye and his feet and know that when the pressure's on him, to try to release before he gets too excited, and then give him a second and reward him on his face, of course, because that's what he loves. See, he's even smiling for you. And then just taking my time with him and letting him know that each step he takes is good, and that I'm not going to hurt him, and that I care about gentleness. And he has told me he just wants to be with somebody to love him, but take your time to get to know him and make him comfortable.
And thus she was able to get past that nose and get in the shoulder. as she progressed, because he was keeping people at bay. So it's a wonderful match.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask him if I can come on this side, but I'm going to help with this. I'm going to say, can you move your neck that way so I can come in this side? And he says, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to do it again. Can you move your neck? Like that. First to the front hand. And we're on this side. So now we'll say, could you look this way? Well done. It's just that much.
Yeah. And just, okay, I see that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so from there, we'll ask him to step. You said he came in the middle. We'll see if he can do it. We use two hands. We're going to
Okay.
get help with this. It sometimes looks easier than it is. So we first acknowledge the eye.
Yeah.
When it comes, then the nose. If I didn't need to do this now, it'd be great. But I'll see if I can get a foot. You can't go past this leg.
The world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful. You and me.
And we unlocked him. Fantastic. And then you can take it off. And then Cardi, if you come over here and bring it over here, Lena's got him. I'm going to ask you your highlight on camera.
Okay, so my highlight was, of course, the parachute on a Mustang on the 7th day. So I would never imagine that, but he's a really calm one. So yeah, my highlight was that we got his attention, because that was a problem before, and we learned that we can go quicker and not always being too how do you say, cautious. Like, we started to be really cautious, but now we could speed it up for him, and we also learned to work together better.
Right.
And yeah, the leading with Elena, I saw that, and yeah, the feeling of holding the big parachute on his back and he was okay.
Perfect.
That was my highlight.
Elena, for you, what was your piece on here?
So I should say what was for me in that session, yeah. I get a quite better feeling for how much pressure or what angle I have to choose to get fluently in this movement we want to.
Excellent. And that's your happy face, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thing. Act more like me. Drop your line.
So just
bend
drop your line, bend over in an inopportune way, and then trip on your shoe, and then say sorry, and then pick it up.
And then he'll be okay. And that's true. Look, he's okay.
So did I. I am rolling right
Jill's bringing him home.
now. I'm going to take him to Starbucks with you when you want to walk.
Let's see what he gives us. Forward lock. What are you going to do with it? Stretch? Bar. Good job. Do we get that, Lani?
Yeah.
Okay. Forward stretch to stretch.
good, Lonnie.
I did put a shoes on. Forward, barrier. Good job.
See, he is very good.
He's figuring it out.
He's very patient.
Let's do forward walk. Me. You. You. Me. You. Me. Me. You. And you both could do that a little bit longer.
And you see the white?
It's nice to leave them off the legs because then they don't panic if something grabs them. Barb, what exactly? Yeah, look up. He needs to there. That's not bad. Lift it up again. Back position. There. Good job. Okay. I've got it. I love the way he gets rid of it. You keep it down there. And I've got to be able to step in the side. So I'm going to prep him to step in the side. The Foals had an issue with this last week.
Oh, he did have the annex. Let's just take it.
He does this.
But we put it in.
Ready? We're going to go up, forward. So we're going to move there. Shimmy. Up and around. Ready? Ha! I knew you'd do that. So up. And around. Stay with me, Jill. Stay with me. Stay with me. Oh, I knew. Oh, see, I have to stick my eye. That's okay. Okay, so stay with me. You've got to make. I've got to be able to know that you're there. That's why. Bend your knee. Bend your knee. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down. No, we're not quite good. Stay with me, Jill.
Sorry. I thought I should get out of the way.
There. Right, I got him though.
Yeah, you
you're
did.
And you're safe. Can you be nice? Could you be nice? Let's be nice with it. Good man. I did a lot of work with this thing now. Okay, let's try again. Good man. Hold it, please. Hold it, please. Good job. Up. Hold it. Good job. That works. Up. And bring it up to the withers. 2, 3. Well, if you didn't snap it. Can you bend your knee? Bend your knee, please. Back up, 2, 3, down. I'll take that. I'll take that. Made me work for that.
Oh, that was good.
You had a fit. You stayed safe? I stayed safe. Good enough.
This is Ray Cabello. I call him Stingray. Caballero. He is very cool. He is young. He let me gentle him and do almost all the steps. And that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So
And Jill's taken it all the way through, gentling him pretty much with guidance only, but you've handled your horse all the way.
He was very kind to me, like a good Mustang. So that's been really cool.
And she keeps on coming back. Why?
Well, last time I didn't get to touch my horse, so this time I wanted to give one. Well, really, why? Because my daughter's got like 6 or 7 of them at home, and I never get to do one, and so I come here to do one under the proper supervision. Someone who yells at me just a little less than my daughter.
She doesn't even touch the horses when we're at home.
I'm not a
meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
Well, we just finished probably 15 minutes or 20 minutes of raking. It's really got it in a very nice place. She's accepted touch on her left side. She released just a huge amount, it was nearly overwhelming. And she's just in a much calmer place than she was.
Dave. You spent the week with Tara.
This is Tara. She's a very sweet horse. She's coping with an injury, and I don't think she feels terribly well, but she's held up pretty well for what she's been through. She had some, it's been a mixture of treatment and training. She's had some pretty intense training sessions, which she came through very well. And now she's really come along in terms of accepting touch and getting used to things. I still think she's being held back a little bit by the way she feels. Still not really comfortable with everything, but she's, we've had a very profound Reiki session yesterday, and she took me to some place I've probably, I don't think ever been before doing horse Reiki, and very intense, profound sadness. I'm not sure where that came from, but she seemed to really appreciate the Reiki treatment and settled into a deep meditative state, if I can use that word for horses.
Absolutely, look at her now. We're taking care of the puncture wound. She's getting daily baths. We didn't start that till maybe day 5. And she also got, well, you know, the other one last year, Cobby was the same from the same mare. They find it a little bit harder. They need the company from others, so she's got company either side. But Dave's here.
She seemed to respond well to the essential oils too, I thought.
And he's taking it back to the East Coast to help other horses.
Meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. You and me, meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
This is Sunny. She's one of the older mares. And she's probably our most reactive in many ways. She lets Melody know how she feels with deliberate steps forward, confidence too. And although they're not standing next to each other, having that scratch just yet, she seems to love the pole gently. Gives her a little distance between us and them, and she loves that. And that's a beautiful reaching out, soft, kind eye. She will definitely appreciate somebody who looks for the good and would give her plenty of time. And if you have a strong foundation with her, she's going to love where she ends up. However, if somebody's too fast, wrong timing, and thinks that force would be the way to go, won't work well with this mare. She's learning to feel the pressure and stay instead of turning quickly. Come over here with those tears. And you can share why it makes you cry. We'll come back to Melody later. Look at that, and that's how you train a horse. Not to be worried. See, if you hold on too tight, she'll go into pressure, she'll explode. If you don't do enough, she'll never learn to come off the pressure. If you do too little, she'll always turn away. So it's the right amount of feel, with lots of reward, lots of touch to encourage her, with the approach, with the touch, with the compassion.
She's not. She's just. She needs. I'm gonna cry. She just needs a lot of understanding. I can't tell her. Shut up.
See, she's touched Melody. Melody and I have been together 20 years. remove that mood just a moment. What made you come back?
Well, we all evolve, and I know you've evolved in leaps and bounds, and I miss you. And yeah, I was just at a point in my life with my career, with my program that I had developed, that I needed something a little different.
Have you brought in the difference here?
I'm sure I have. I'm sure you'll tell me that I have, but I mean, it shows up in the horses.
Yeah.
You know, it just does. And yeah, she had a day where I think, we don't know if she got stung or what happened, but I think it was just a comedy of errors, which wasn't funny at the time, because she spun and she lunged at me, she spun, wanted to kick, and I had to get out of the way fast, and then everybody was concerned. I always had to have somebody at the gate in case something happened. I would have to jump out, or they might have to jump in to get her attention away from me if I was in a bad place in the pen.
Do you want to go and reach out and touch her?
And she hasn't displayed that behavior since then, so yeah.
What does that reaching out mean to you, Melody? What's she offering?
Oh, she's offering acceptance, some trust. The level of trust for her, it's huge. It's huge. She's just been taken, you know, she's 3 years old. She's got what's called street smarts. So she already knows has her family and her world out there, and so it's a big ask to have her come in here and leave that and interact with people that she doesn't know and put into a living situation that's very different and not necessarily comfortable. But she's learned. She used to spill her water twice a day, and yesterday she didn't spill it at all, and today she didn't. She only spilled it once. And another really big thing that touched me yesterday was I've never seen her lie down. I've never seen her relax enough to lie down. And yesterday she had a water bath, and she did. She dug and she lay down. It wasn't for very long, but it was huge to me that she felt comfortable enough with all of us here now that she could go down on the ground. So I was really pleased about that, and just really pleased with that. Her nickname, unfortunately, is Snorty, and she is very demonstrative with her sounds, but you don't let that bother you.
In the great outdoors, forever free. You and me, meant to be. In the great outdoors.
Harley's motivation is play. Play with the foot, play with the water stream. And this is one way that we can actually teach her to back up, because she loves to come forward in your face a bit. But we can utilize that like that, and she learns to back and keep the space without having to ever do a huge formal lesson. And we let them play. So whoever's looking for a horse with character and play, Harley is for you. You've got to honor the fact she's quite high in the ranking, and she's got a strong will and mind. She is going to make a great individual there. She backed up because the water went on her side. Sorry, came forward because the water came on her side, and then she stands. And there's always new problems, so it could be that she gets too playful in the sense that we might have to move on quicker, but by keeping her engaged with the flow of it, we can train her just like that to say, pay attention, it's going to be on a new part of your body. So this is probably the most fun bathing you're going to see on a Mustang who was wild 6 days ago. And you can't take the wild out of the Mustang. She'll always remember that bathing. Just like that, good job. Look at that yield, see? Now our pole came into play. Everything comes all the way back. Nice yield. This must be the highlight of your week. Good job, Vicky. Good job. That's exactly how you ask her to yield or move away or come forward. My goodness. Yes, rest assured, people watching, she's not teaching her to paw. That will go in time. She is kind of teaching her to have a lot of fun, and she's desensitizing her to the hose. Yeah.
Yeah, my highlight, eating her the water, try to eat the water. That's, I have never seen this. It was so much fun for me, and she had fun too. I really could see her having fun, and yeah, that was cool.
What about you for the week?
For the whole week, to get in contact with a wild horse, and I didn't expect to get so fast and so quick, and yeah, to learn about a little bit more of my energy, and to use it better in the right situation, put it more up and down, and I have to learn this better.